Hi guys, it's Joey. So I thought I would do a VR to the amazing Miss Ember Honeyraven's 2015 favourites video, and I meant to do it yesterday, but time has got a little bit away from me. I am mid catching up with orders for the store, but I really did want to do this video and I didn't want it to get any later, and I also want to do a gratitude video, which will either be today or tomorrow, I think. But I definitely wanted to get this video done, and I thought it was such a fun idea that I was like, oh, I can do that. We can do that, and we're VR in and it's all good. So I hope you had a very blessed New Year and a very blessed Yule, and hi. So this is going to be my favourites things of 2015 list, and the sort of little bit more personal gratitude, talking about people and concepts and things, is going to be in a separate video. So this one is just going to be favourite things of 2015, mostly witchy, and one or two things which are arguably a little bit less so. Where's the water? Quick. I'm not with it. Ever. Just never with it. Right, okay, so the first thing that I really want to celebrate this year, I don't think it was necessarily out this year, but I got mine, and I know they didn't have any in until I ordered mine, because I ordered mine for my birthday, is the Inner Hue Connected and Free Alchemist Tarot. So it's this, and then this is the booklet. So I'm going to put the booklet down. I'm just going to show you a couple of the cards just for showing them off while I talk about them. And so it's a really good one. And then they have like the chakras, which is nice. That's a really good one. Oh, that's a good one. Now I have a whole, me going through all of the images of this Oracle deck, and I have a video on I Can't Witch Without about Oracle cards, which heavily features this particular Oracle deck. So the reason this is one of my favourites of 2015 is because I absolutely adore all of the imagery. The only image I didn't like from the original deck had actually been reworked to an image that I then absolutely adored, which is the Strength card. When we come across it, I'll highlight it. But this Oracle deck has actually changed my life. I use this Oracle deck every single day. I mean, there's occasions when I forget or whatever, days get busy. There you go. This is the card that she changed, and this card I adore. But no other Oracle deck has had such a profound effect on me ever. And when I saw this deck, I was like obsessing, like, oh, I need this Oracle deck, this is gorgeous. The price was incredibly reasonable. The shipping from Australia, I believe, was really fast and reasonable too. And this is one of my absolute favourite things of 2015. I've gotten so much out of it. It speaks to me on so many levels. I freaking adore the imagery. There's no humanoids in it. I'm not a fan of humanoid imagery in Oracle decks or in tarot decks, so I tend to avoid it. And no Oracle deck has spoken to me at all like that one. That is amazing. And I'm going to keep these reasonably short because I've got quite a few. So now I've picked incense. Now I've got two incenses because I have one from a witchy person and one which is a little bit more mass market, mass available. So the mass market, mass available one that I adored this year was Elements Black Magic. That way. It's reversed as I'm looking at it, but hopefully it's the right way around when you see it. This is one that I use for the Morrigan. I think it is that beautiful, beautiful, how do you even describe it? It's kind of sensual, but it's not thickly. It's a dark, seductive and enigmatic fragrance that radiates a mystical and inviting atmosphere. It's sexy as hell, it's lovely. Talking about sexy as hell is my favourite incense from Nadia and Lady Jane's Bewitchery at www.ladyjanesbewitchery.com. This is actually her Lilith, so Mama's gonna have my head on a stick. Right, so I think it actually comes from Nadia's deep understanding of her goddess and her relationship with her goddess, but this is, I think, the best scent that she has created thus far. Not that I dislike any of the others because they're all beautiful, but this is my favourite. Again, this is a kind of sensuous smell. It's not overly in one direction, it's not too heavy, it's not too sickly, it's just the right balance, and it's gorgeous. I really, really love this incense. Favourite witchy book for this year? Not necessarily out this year, I'm pretty sure it's not out this year. Let's have a look when it was out. First US edition was 2003, so yeah, not by miles. But my favourite witchy book that I read this year was Witchcraft Medicine, Healing Arts, Shamanic Practices and Forbidden Plants. I've been taking more and more interested in the mythos and the energy and the history and the lore, particularly with forbidden plants, the poisonous plants, the banefuls, and this was a really, really great book for that. And in general, I just really, really enjoyed it. I enjoyed the mix of the colour imagery. So there you go, some colour imagery, and then there's the black and white and there's little snippets of information, but it's all really, really well written. I have my favourite author of the three, which is the first author. I just prefer his style, which was Wolf Dieter Stoll. I preferred his style ridiculously. I really enjoyed his writing style, but the whole book is really, really interesting. So I highly recommend that book. If you have not read it, it's really, really worth it. Let's go off the beaten track slightly. I wanted to just do a little bit of makeup in here. Firstly, my little Totoro bag, which I adore, which is from Etsy and I've forgotten the shop, but she's one off. So I've got a few makeup products that I wanted to just say quickly. They're all vegan, I believe. So the first thing is the Burt's Bees Vanilla Bean Lip Balm. I really, really wanted a vanilla lip balm, and this is 100% natural. It's just gorgeous and it just tastes like vanilla bean, which I love. I'm fussy with lip balms. If something tastes even slightly, you know. Oh, I meant to mention Medusa's makeup when I've left those in the other room, so that's tough, but I do have Medusa's makeup on my eyes, so there you go. The other one is Lunatik Cosmetics, which I cannot recommend enough. So I initially bought the palette, and the palette and the lipsticks are the ones I really recommend from these so far. I bought the palette because of how it looks, let's face it. It's coffin shaped and it's got like an Ouija style gimmick on the front. However, this is supernatural. I just realised each of the little ones have their own names on the back, which they're on the back, they're not named in the front. But then you get this beautiful wolf howling mosaic and woman by the moon and the moon phases and the bat mirror, and these are really amazing because normally I don't like palettes very much, and I don't tend to like matte eyeshadows very much. These are the exception. I used this one on the end and that one on the end. I guess it's Invocation because they're the other way, because that one's the darkest one. Yeah, so that I used Invocation and I loved it. It was really, really wonderful. And then their lipsticks, which I ordered separately, they come in these little bullet shaped goodies, and this is RPG. So RPG is my new go-to nude. I don't tend to like lipsticks either, but I thought I'd try some because they come so highly recommended, and I was like, well, I can try it, it might be quite nice. So I was really quite appreciative of this. This is really, really good. I also bought Bruja, which is a little bit more of a cold tone and doesn't suit me as much as I thought it would. I still like it, but not as much as RPG, which is my new favourite lip thing. It's amazing. So getting back on track, one of my absolute favourite Etsy stores this year and pagan stores is Wild Spirit Weaver, and I have a couple of her products here. I don't have her lovely prints which are all hanging up, but I do have the little white crow and then one of her antlers. I picked up, it was easier to get the magpie. The magpie was over there, and the magpie she handmade for me, and there you go. So if I absolutely had to pick one thing from the entire year that I purchased that was my favourite thing, then this lady's amazing work would be it. She creates everything from naturally fallen resources, and she lives on an animal sanctuary, and her profits go towards helping that. So you have all the good all the feel good around her products, and then her products are amazing. So this is painted on, this one is stag. I think they're all stag actually. She does have reindeer. I'm pretty sure mine are all stag. Fallen, naturally fallen, naturally shed antlers, and then she paints the design on. And I'm a big fan of the art style. It's not cutesy. I don't think I'd go as far as cutesy. It's just, well, I guess you could say it's cute. It's kind of kitsch. It's kind of kawaii almost. It's almost a little bit anime, cartoony, do you know what I mean? But not quite. And then the symbolism is gorgeous. Now, in every other piece I have, which is kind of a shame actually, there are labyrinths, really beautiful painted labyrinths, and then you have this Celtic knotwork here, and I hope you can see how the paint shimmer just changes on the tail. Such beautiful attention to detail, and then, yeah, just gorgeous. And her shipping has always been quick. Her prices are really incredible, really. She could probably get away with charging a bit more, but don't say I said so. And the shipping's always been really, really fast. It's coming from Germany to the UK. I've never had a problem. It's just been, you know, and she sent quite a few little free goodies with everything I've got. I have my, it's not in here, my antler necklace, which is my second favourite necklace after this one, where all my little charms go on now. I've accumulated charms and I put them on there. If anyone ever sends me beautiful charms and things, that's where they go. So it's become like a magical necklace, the one that she sent originally, just a little piece of antler on it and a chain. And I just love her work. I mean, two pieces of her antler work are on my Morrigan altar, and 2 of her art prints are above it, so you know, there you go, that speaks volumes as far as I'm concerned. And then another Etsy shop, the second Etsy shop of someone else I'm going to recommend, and let's have a little side note. I mean, you're probably aware that I probably couldn't paint awesome little things on naturally shed antlers, because I've got no access to naturally shed antlers. I wish I did. I wish I lived near a forest of Germany. Yeah. So, someone wants to move me out there, please do. But the next items I could technically make myself, that I have, they're blackthorn, so I have a little bit of problem getting hold of blackthorn, but I think it's always a good thing if you can, and you should support other pagan businesses, particularly if they do some unique things. The second Etsy shop is Witch and Wood on Etsy. And the thing that I really love from them is my Goblin Blackthorn cross. So again, this is Mama Morrigan-esque with the little detailing, and this is all blackthorn and blackthorn goodness. So I'm going to have to cleanse and hang it back up again, but this is beautiful, and nothing is getting past this little bad boy. He's potent. And then I have some of their blackthorn slow oil as well. I make my own oils, yes, I do, but I just can't get hold of blackthorn. There's none around the village, there's none anywhere where I could, you know, quietly acquire some. So I went ahead and used some, and I don't know if you can see, but there are the slows in there. There you go. And their stuff is beautiful. The packaging on the oil is just standard. but it works, and that's what really matters to me. But my absolute favourite thing was this. This is just beyond, and they do have these available every so often, and they do have slightly different versions available every so often on Witching Wood. So then I'm going to do my own products. Yeah, why not? I debated doing this. I was like, should I, is that totally cheesy to do your own? I was like, whatever. I was like, I use my own stuff. I'm proud of my own stuff, and there are 3 things that to me have stood out this year. One is not new this year, but I use it all the time, and the other 2 are new to this year. So the one that I use all the time, and is an oldie but a goodie, is Blade Over Shield. Now, this is not wine, this is Blade Over Shield, but I kind of like it in my little decanter here that my soul sister sent me. 2 of them are actually in bottles that she sent. It kind of just amuses me that it kind of looks like it belongs on Dracula's table or something, but this is my Blade Over Shield oil, which is my big Morrigan protection oil, and has been going for years and years and years, but this is a staple. This is like one thing I can't live without. And then the second one is the Blade of Avalon. I know, there's been a lot of blades this year and a lot of skulls this year. Guess who but this is to do with reversal and getting rid of evil eye and getting rid of jinx and getting rid of all that sort of thing, and it's just the business. And Mama took interest in this. Mama was like, you need to do this. The Blade Over Shield is sold on store as is. My version of this is ever so slightly different, and there are a couple of Banefalls in mine which are not in the store version. But the store version works just as well. It's just that I like a little bit of poison. A little bit of poison in my anti-negative magic work. It's a personal thing. And the last thing is a new this year, which is the readjusted black mama salt with the crow feather in. I'd been using my version of black salt, and Mama got involved and was like, nope. And I was like, oh, okay, I'm doing it like you told me to. And then Mama black salt was born. It's amazing. It's really, really good. So there you go. I totally and utterly shipped myself. Shipped. I see your face. So we'll do something that somebody sent me next, which is from the gorgeous Miss Sterling, which is my crystal board on a oak slab. And she pyrographed the Flower of Life crystal grid on, and I nearly cried when I saw this because I wanted one so much. And the thing is that I just didn't see one that I liked fully enough. There are those really, really great ones on the dark wood, and they do the cabinets and things, and I've forgotten what the name of the place is, but they are so expensive. But this I've been using over and over and over and over again. I just, oh, I love you. So there you go. And we'll do crystals. The top 3 crystals that I have loved this year. So I was initially only going to do one, and I was like, I can't do one crystal. So this year, in spell work and healing work and, you know, crystal use, my big one has been raw garnet. Nadia has this amazing, huge, great big raw garnet. I want one. But mine are a little bit smaller, but they're still really great. Garnet is sexy, it's Morrigan-esque, you know, it's just primal, it's just beautiful. One of these I think Ange sent. Which is the one Ange sent? I think this big boy is the one Ange sent, the best one. Because I can't get big ones like that. Red Garnet is the birthstone for January. Da, 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 da. Stone of Health, extracting negative energies from the chakras, transmuting energy to the beneficial state. Sacred stone used by Native American Indians, the South American Indians, the Aztecs, African tribal leaders, and the Mayans. So there you go. I mean, it's a big sex stone. it's sexy. It's very much about working with that Morrigan sex and death energy, and it's very much about embracing who you are and healing past wounds of that nature. And then of course there's been Lion. I've worked with Lion quite a lot. Lion the Labradorite this year. And Mab the Numite. Numite is probably my absolute favourite crystal that I have been using more and more, and I want to keep using it more and more. It's just shamanistic, it's about voyaging, it's about going inward, it's about discovering who you are, it's about opening up your potential, and I really need to work with Mab a little bit more because she's been taking a bit of a back burner of late because of how busy I've been, and that's something I want to work on going forward. So now I'm going to do a candle. And I'm going to do a candle which is not mine, obviously, because most of the candles that I use are mine. But this is a candle that I found around Halloween, and this was part of the set of 3, and then there's a bigger one, but this is one of the set of 3 ones, which I haven't used yet. I'm using one of the others first. And it was from Matalan, and there's a skull candle with a whiskey scent. I think it's just whiskey. Is it spice? Oh, spiced whiskey. Now, I was a little apprehensive about spiced whiskey, but it does smell really great, and these are perfect little offerings for the Morrigan because they are skulls, they are whiskey, which is one of her, you know, enjoyed things, and I just thought they were really, really wonderful. And they smell really, really nice because I was like, is whiskey gonna smell nice? But I don't like the smell of whiskey particularly, but these do. They smell, they're maybe like mulled cider with a bit of a kick. Yeah, more so than whiskey. I don't know, maybe it smells like a whiskey. So to finish up, I'm going to do my favourite 2 Halloween decorations from this year. And I have one that I purchased and one that was gifted me, because I was like, how am I going to pick a Halloween decoration? Why do I do this to myself? But I was like, no, we can do this. So my favourite one that I purchased this year for myself, which is going to stay out all year round, is the black skull. I've got the gold skull as well, but personally I prefer the black one slightly. I love them both. They're both out all year round. This is from Asda, and this was like £5. So like the rest of the Asda stuff was terrible. Really bad this year. Really bad Asda. Get on it next year. But this is awesome, and you know, it's just a ceramic skull, and it's black, and it's Mama Morrigan, and I love him. Hello, Yovrik. Right, and then the one that I love most that Jay and Constance sent me is another skull, but with the crow on top, which I never would have been able to get one of in the UK because they just don't have them like this. The one, I've just not seen one in the UK ever. And they sent me this, and I was like, and this again is out all year round. He sits downstairs. So there you go. These are my favourites of 2015. These are things. We are going to have a video where we talk about gratitude and people and concepts and things. But this was the things video. I thought we'll get this one done first because it's easier, probably shorter, because I can waffle for days. But there you go. So I hope you had a very blessed 2015. I hope, good and bad, you're still standing, you're still fighting, you're still going. And let's have an amazing 2016. Okay? Okay. Many blessings.